What's up everyone? This is a highly requested setup tour, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down my custom built PC. I'm going to be breaking down the monitors that I use, and I also will be showing you all what's on all 6 of my monitors and how I use and read that information properly. Now, one thing that I want to say is having a custom built PC and having 6 monitors is simply a luxury in the market. It is not a necessity. You can trade successfully with only 1 or 2 screens. Again, having this is a luxury, not a necessity. In fact, your main focus should be building your trading system and not building your trading setup. Once you have your trading system, you've developed an edge, you can properly manage your risk, then maybe reward yourself that once you get to certain accomplishments, that you go buy an extra monitor or go add another part to your PC. Put your focus on what's the most important thing in your trading, and that's becoming consistent by building your edge, and the monitors and having this luxury is a byproduct to all of that. Having all of these computer screens and having a very fast PC is not going to make you money. Your system is what makes you money. I built my custom PC about 2.5 to 3 years ago, and upgrading from a very slow computer has definitely made a major difference in how fast the programs do run. Now, the first component in my PC is the motherboard. It is an AMD X570 Mini ITX. I wanted my computer to be as small as possible. That way I could personally mount it under my desk so it's completely hidden. Now, one of the most important aspects to my build is having a graphics card that is capable to capturing 6 different monitors. Now, at the time, I bought a AMD Radeon Pro WX 9100 graphics card because it's capable to running all 6 monitors at the time that I bought this, and I have had no problems with it. I do not game on this computer. It is strictly for trading, and this graphics card with the motherboard and the AMD Ryzen 5950X CPU makes this computer run very fast and very smooth. Now, to cool the CPU, I have an all-in-one liquid cooler by ASUS Republic of Gamers. Also, to my knowledge, RAM is a very important aspect to a computer build. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM by Crucial Ballistic, and to my knowledge, having a high RAM spec will just make the programs or the memory on the computers with multiple programs opened run a lot faster and a lot smoother because you're not cluttering the brain of the computer. I also have 2 internal storage drives. One is a 500 gigabyte that runs my operating system, and the other one is a terabyte, which gives me additional memory to put certain files on there to not clutter my computer with small size. As far as my monitors go, I have 6 23-inch ViewSonics, and to be honest with you all, these are very old. These are about 4 or 5 years old. I've never had a problem with them. I started with 1, I went up to 3, and now I have 6. All right, so monitor number 1, what I have on here to the left side of the screen is a depth of market. Now, what a depth of market shows me, and this is on the S&P 500, the main 2 instruments that I currently trade are the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. This depth of market right here is how I buy and sell all of my trades. What this shows me is a level 2, which is this dark blue column of the bid side, a level 2 of the ask side, which is the red column. The columns inside of these are recent trades on the bid, which are red, recent trades on the ask, which are blue. We have a volume profile split between bid and ask. We also have a delta profile over here, and then we have a total session volume profile over there. Now, this corresponds with the S&P 500. So up here, I have the S&P 500 on a 5-minute chart, but I can simply go to a 30 if I need to, and I could simply flip through my time frames as needed. Under that, I have the NASDAQ on a 5-minute chart as well. The only indicators that I have on my charts is simply VWAP. I do not use any other indicators based off of a candlestick chart. To my left monitor now, I have a footprint chart of the S&P 500. So this chart right here of the S&P 500 will show me what is the volume doing in correspondence to price. A delta footprint chart on this screen, it's a customized indicator on the platform called Sierra Charts. What this shows me is on the left column here, we have total delta, which is ask volume minus bid volume. The middle column, we have total volume. And then the right column is just simply a colored coordinated profile to whatever side the delta is positive or negative. This is on a 20 tick basis or a 5-point range on the S&P 500, meaning every bar that you see right here is simply 5-point range on the S&P 500 futures chart. Above that, we have a 30-minute chart footprint, so same thing that we have here. This is just simply a 30-minute chart, so I could see it in a more higher time frame picture. Up here, we have a 30-minute volume profile per day of the S&P 500. Over here, we have the Discord. I post, my levels, my plans, scenarios that I'm watching every single day for members of the investor trade community. Over here, we have a NASDAQ footprint chart. Now, to my right of my screen, I have 4 charts, and I'm constantly changing these. However, what I like to see is I have 2 of the most leading market stocks here in the S&P and the NASDAQ, such as Tesla and Apple. If I'm taking a trade on the S&P 500 and I see this thing coming into a demand zone, well, I want to maybe confirm my trade and confirm my setup if, let's just say, Tesla is also bouncing off demand, or Apple is also bouncing off of a key level of support. So I like having Tesla and Apple. I'll sometimes move it to maybe Nvidia, Meta, Amazon, any major market leading stock. I will just simply change these 2. Now over here I have the VIX. I like using VIX, which is the fear indication in the market. Now what you're going to notice here is I have a negative sign in front of the VIX. Now the reason for this is I like using this chart inversely, meaning when I see VIX going up, I know the true VIX may be going down. Now this will also help, not always, but most of the time, ride in sync with the S&P 500, but these are not correlated in the sense that if you see the S&P 500 moving up, not always will VIX also move up. This is just an indication of fear and also some options data in this. Also under this, I like you looking at tick, which will just show upticks and downticks in the New York Stock Exchange stocks. Very good tool for short-term trading in my opinion. And then my bottom right screen, I have a heat map of the S&P 500. And this is essentially going to show me a lot of information on one screen. And now that I want to bring up this point that on all the screens that I do have and all the screens that I use, they are essentially all showing me the same information. For example, I could see the candlestick chart on my footprint chart. And I could see the information on my footprint on the heat map. It's all the same info, just giving me a different picture visually. The same info, just a different visual picture. What I mean by that is the information that I see here on the heat map, I could also see on a time and sales. I could see how this is reacting and how price is moving because of that. And also I could see heavy buying and heavy selling on my footprint chart over here, but have the S&P here and the NASDAQ above that as well. It's just a good visual, and I like using a heat map to see things that I may have missed. I may have walked out of my office. I may have came back and noticed maybe some really large bids stepping in, maybe some really large at offer trades, something that's going to give me further context or further analysis for the trade that I'm looking to possibly open on the S&P or the NASDAQ. The most important things that I always need to have on my screens is a normal candlestick chart, a depth of market, because again, I execute off of this. I could simply put a limit or a market order on this depth of market without pulling up any other order entry tool. And having a footprint chart, in my opinion, is vital for the way that I trade, along with the heat map. So if I had to narrow it down, I would simply have one screen for a footprint, maybe on the same screen a heat map, and then my depth of market and chart on another to simplify the approach. But that's pretty much it. Monitors are not very important. It really depends on your desk space, and it depends on how much real estate that you need. Now, speaking about desks, I have a 53-inch autonomous standing desk. We could sit in our chair for 7 hours a day, and it gets very tiresome on our body. I like having a standing desk because I can simply raise the height of the desk and stand up and still trade with the height being so much higher. And if I get tired of standing, I could simply lower it back and sit down on my chair. As far as chairs go, I've had this chair for a couple years now. I bought it from Staples for about $100. I see people spending $2,000–$3,000 on a chair. If that's what you want to do, go for it. And people, you know, we do sit in this chair for many hours a day, but I've had no problems with this. I don't have any back pain just yet, and I'm totally fine with it because, again, I could ditch this chair and stand up if I want to. Now, probably one of the most important things that I keep on my desk always, and probably one of the most important things to my trading setup, is this lemon right here. Now, this is not a real lemon that you can take a bite and eat. This is a squeeze ball lemon. Whenever I'm feeling emotionally prone to making a stupid decision, I pick up this lemon and I start squeezing it to get my emotions out so I don't make any bad decisions in the market. And that's pretty much it for my trading setup. Again, this is a luxury. I want you all to think of this as you're driving a Rolls Royce. Having a custom built PC, having 6 monitors is like us driving a Rolls Royce, compared to having one computer and a laptop is like driving a Honda. There's nothing wrong with either of them. It's gonna get you to that same destination. It's gonna take you to where you gotta go. But one's gonna take you there with luxury, and one's gonna take you there with normality. I can easily reduce my monitors to 1 or 2 if I want to, but I like having everything in front of me without having to flip back and forth to multiple different setups. But if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and comment if you have any questions. Peace.